Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is almost 2 p.m. Eastern Time on this 8th day of April 2021. Taking a look at DOT here. Specifically, I want to focus on really just today's candlestick, which will complete in roughly 5 hours or so, and then yesterday's candlestick. So, actually, the candlestick on the 6th was a bearish engulfing candle followed by some strong selling yesterday, which we saw across the board in the cryptocurrency markets. Ultimately, prices did bounce off of that daily Kijun-sen. Flat Kijun-sen is a sign of strength. Those are very hard areas to cross. We closed slightly below the Tenkan-sen. No big deal. Transition into today. We're up marginally around 2.91%. But notice that there is that the entire range of today, the high and the low of the day, are inside the entire price range from yesterday. So yesterday's candlestick has a higher high and a lower low, and today we have a lower high and a higher low. This is known as an inside bar, and inside bars are great. I wrote about this in my article today. But inside bars really are sought after by a lot of candlestick enthusiasts, people who trade with candlesticks. They often look, or do any naked trading, they often look for these kinds of setups, these inside bars, because inside bars themselves they form off of a myriad of other different patterns, like the squeeze alert candlestick pattern, which is two inside bars in a row. It's like Marestrika dolls. They're just get smaller and smaller. But how you look at this, if this is an inside bar, we really have to wait until the next trading day. So let's just assume that this is the high and the low. Okay, it may change. It may not even be an inside bar by the end of the day, but if it does end up being where today's candle has a higher low and a lower high than yesterday, then that's really all we need to know. So because the market is bullish, because we've been in an uptrend, then what we do for tomorrow, is we look for a break above the high of today. Above the high of the high of the inside bar, we would place a limit buy, or a buy stop slightly above that level, and the stop area would be slightly below, a little bit below the low of the inside bar. So that'd be on the long side of it. On the short side of the market, we have to wait a little bit more. We want to wait until the low of the mother bar, or the largest bar. If we were going to short, we would short below the low of yesterday. So in candlesticks terms, it'd be the Wednesday candle, which is this one. We would have to wait till price drops below. Why do we do that? That's just one of the kind of strategies I've always followed, is that you trade in the direction that the trend is with an inside bar, and so you take the early entry on the break of the inside bar high if it's bullish. The reverse of that is true if it's bearish. But because the short entry, we would not want to take the short there. We would want to wait until it breaks the low of the prior day. That's what we'd look at. But you got to really look at that and figure out is that a good idea. Because if I scroll out here, there's a pretty nice chunk of volume between 34.15 and 38.25. So there's a pretty good chunk of volume traded in here. And then you have a lot of support zones inside of that. So you have the top of the cloud at 35 and a quarter, 35 and 3/4, and then you've got the Kijun-sen sitting at 37 and a quarter. So in this entire zone here, there's a lot of support structure where the short may not be something you'd want to look at. You probably just want to look at the long. If the high for today ends up being 42.11, you probably look at 42.20 as your entry, as your buy stop. But that's what we would look at moving forward. So that's for Polkadot. And I think that'll do it. Thank you for watching, everyone, from all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.